thought you were, but I can dunk a little bit. That was all it is.
And it was worth it, right?
100% worth it. And because they thought that I said something to him, even though he laughed, they thought I said something to him, so they gave me a technical, but they actually rescinded the technical when they saw that I didn't do anything.
Aw, that's so nice.
All right, yeah, they were so nice. The referees, see, you treat the referees nice, they treat you back. They take care of you.
I want to circle back on the incredible performance that Fred VanVleet, guys, had last night in Orlando. Broke DeMar DeRozan's Raptors scoring record of 52. That was set back in 2018. VanVleet dropped 54 points. Also the most points scored ever by an undrafted player in NBA history, according to Elias. He hit 11 of his first 12 three-pointers, 9 for 9 from the line for the game. Afterward, Fred said he was more concerned about winning than scoring. What you want to hear, right?
It was easy, no disrespect to the Magic, but I mean, for most of those, I was open. They were in rhythm. They were clean looks. They were within the offense, and that's why I was able to remain patient and still pass out of double teams and not take bad shots, because the way I got all my points, I wanted to win more than I wanted 50 points. So, just trying to continue to play with a pure heart and let the game come to me, and I was rewarded for that.
So, Shanae, you're in Orlando right now. You were in the building last night. What was it like sitting there in real time watching Fred VanVleet do all this?
It was so much fun. I'm sorry, Becky Bonner, my girl, my Stanford sis, who hooked me up with the tickets yesterday. But, watching this game, it was over time. You just started seeing, okay, he's hot. Look up. All right, 20 points. He hit another couple. Oh my gosh, he's already at 40. And it's crazy because I feel like his story, he's a 6-foot guard out of Wichita State. He plays with that edge. And now the league is starting to maybe realize, especially after this game, how good his talent is. It's not tied to that one playoff run that amounted in the Raptors' first championship. He's legit. But it sort of seems like people still don't really guard him or send that crazy energy that he demands, because he has been at least that game he had been a sniper. But this season for the Raptors, he's been a sniper, leads them in scoring 20 points per game. So it was fun to watch. I felt bad considering I was there, in honor of the Magic. But I feel like by the end of the game, everyone was really celebrating his achievement because he's a guy you can root for.
The only thing I heard is, with all due respect, they were open and good shots. It's like, with all due respect,
part of his quote.
You can't just say with all due respect and say whatever you want after that. You can't do that. That's pure Ricky Bobby. We got to understand, when you say, well, with all due respect to the Magic, I was dead open on every single shot, and they were in rhythm, and they were pretty easy. Sheesh, I wish I could play against, with all due respect, I wish I could play against the Magic every night. You can't say that. But after you get past that, look, he wasn't lying, and look, his story is more of a story that you should hear than the number one picks that go on to be great, because that's expected, right? Comes from a small school, has won a G League championship, went through the G League, spent time developing these games. All these first round picks that rather sit on the bench than go to the G League and work on their game. Look at the individuals that have worked on their game and have improved with reps. Your process will go a lot quicker if you just focus on playing and getting better. I am a huge fan of Fred.
Well, Fred's tagline is bet on yourself, right? He has that on his clothing line and everything else. He's a guy who knew that he might end up at the very end of the draft. His agent put out the word to teams, you know what? This guy, don't draft him. He'd rather be an undrafted free agent, take his chances, see where he goes. He ended up signing in Toronto. The rest is history, and that huge, huge deal in the offseason. Bet on yourself, people. All right, guys, coming up next, we're going to play the stat market. Should we buy or sell Giannis's free throw struggles this season? We will check back in. We've covered this throughout the season on the show. Career worst, 59%. First, though, in honor of Black History Month, we remember the late, great John Thompson. Francisco, Jaylen Brown flies in for the big-time slam. Chanae, we got to get a nickname for Jaylen, right?
Oh, I don't know. Jaylen Brown goes downtown. I'm not sure what the nickname is, but I was just trying to be an announcer.
Downtown Jaylen Brown. That could work.
Cal alum. There we go.
Downtown Jaylen Brown. Okay. We're not dating ourselves at all, but yes, that definitely works.
I just quoted Pulp Fiction, Richard. Okay? That ship has sailed.
But that's a classic. but that's a classic. Like, you can quote classics without dating yourself.
Downtown Julie Brown references, though, that's too much.
Yeah, that's too much. That's
too
not
much.
pop culture. That's not relevant to pop culture.
Yeah,
Miss,
I didn't know that one.
I was going to say, Janae, way too young for that one, but Richard's old, so he knew. Miss Duncan, Kyrie had a pair of ridiculous finishes against the Clippers. Richard, you got to see a lot of his Rod Strickland, Godfather. Sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to say
Yeah,
Godpoppy.
yeah,
I
no.
don't know why. There's something wrong with me.
Look, Kyrie. I said it the other day, and it's different. Kyrie and AI are the two best small finishers I've ever seen. I know a lot of people were talking about Derrick Rose, and he's in that. I would put Derrick Rose top 5, but those guys are the top 2, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can see all the Strickland influence.
Yeah,
then.
Kyrie's handles.
Yep, for sure. As someone who's a childhood Bullets fan, I'm just saying. All right, make boosties.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's look at Blazers whiz. Dame driving past Russell Westbrook and then packs it. You know he enjoyed this too, with all the trash talk between the two of them over the years. And then let's go to the Bay, because Kelly Oubre dunking it over Tristan Thompson. So, Chene, which was the better baseline bang out?
So I like Kelly Oubre because it was with the left. Ooh. But I'm always team Dame Dollar Dame time. And when Dame does it from 3, it's great. But when he dunks on you, it's like the double whammy.
This is what I'm saying. I know that you know this, but he's left-handed. I know that you know this, but Kelly Oubre dunking with his left hand, he's left-handed. So I'm not saying that you don't know that. I know you know that, but it's like that doesn't make it more impressive.
But him dunking over a big like that, I always feel like if someone's smaller over a big.
Tristan Thompson is not that big.
You don't see it
from that Daniel Tice.
Tristan's like 6'5".
That much.
Misboxing out. Raptors Magic off the missed 3. Cole Anthony flew in there for the putback. Richard, why didn't anyone put a body on that man? Look at him.
Because point guards don't ever box out. Because point guards are supposed to get back. So if you're on defense and you go to you go to get a rebound point. That's how point guards always get these triple doubles, man. Like Russell Westbrook and Jason Kidd. They never box out. They just go get the rebound. And then till a point guard goes and gets that, that's when you start to be like, okay, I got to box him out now.
Are you complaining about playing with Jason Kidd?
And it was amazing.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, in person it looks better. And now we're in the portion of the show where Richard complains about having Jason Kidd as a teammate. Make disrespect, Baylor, Texas. No? Yes? Greg Brown collecting the pass, throws down the poster, gets teed up. Richard, though, you've got to think the tech was worth it, though, right? Baylor ended up winning by double digits.
100%. It's always about time and score. If you get a dunk and a technical, it's 100% worth it. There's a level of intimidation. There's a level of fire. So I am perfectly okay with it.
Well, Richard, it's funny. You should say that. Go ahead, Tanae.
Go ahead, Rach.
No.
No, it's all good. All you.
I remember one of Richard's most famous dunks where